5 perfect presents. The 5 best DSLR camera under $1,000. Let's get started with the list. Starting of our list at number 1. When people ask us which point and shoot they should buy, we almost always recommend Sony's RX100 series. These advanced compacts check all the boxes: large sensors, fast Carl Zeiss lenses, and a number of advanced features, all in lightweight and durable bodies. And with the release of the RX100V below, you now have whopping 5 models to choose from. Why do we recommend the original RX100 here? It's the best value of the bunch by far. The sensor and internal components of the RX100 are almost identical to the newer and far more expensive versions, so you get basically the same image quality. Compromises come with the lack of a pop-up electronic viewfinder and 4K video, both of which are important features but not worth doubling the cost or more in our opinion. And serious video shooters should consider the Panasonic LX10 below, but we love the value of the RX100. Grab one while supplies last. Coming in at number 2 on our list. We absolutely love the old Panasonic Lumix LX7, which was near the top of our lists of the best point-and-shoots and travel cameras for years. Enter the new LX10, which is very competitive with nearly all of the advanced point-and-shoots on the market, including those from Sony and Canon. Most notable is the f/1.42.8 lens, which is the fastest on the list and offers superb low-light performance for a compact. The LX10 also has a touchscreen, which the Sony RX100V does not, and shoots 4K video. It's the whole package for travel photographers and aspiring videographers looking for a small setup. What are the downsides of the LX10? There aren't many, but one is the 24 to 72mm zoom range, which is slightly longer than the RX100V but much shorter than the Canon G3X or G7X Mark II. It also shoots much slower than the RX100V at 10 fps, although that's perfectly serviceable for most uses outside of serious action photography. And the LX10 also wins on value, coming in cheaper than most comparable point-and-shoots. For more details and prices, check the description below. Our list at number 3. Sony dominated the 1-inch sensor market for years, but Canon has come out swinging with a dizzying array of premium point-and-shoots. Our top pick for 2017 is the G7X Mark II, which is more expensive than the G9X below but loaded with features and functionality. First, you get a useful focal length equivalent to 24 to 100mm, which is more coverage than the G9X, any Sony RX100 camera, and the Panasonic LX10 above. It also has a tilting rear LCD with touchscreen functionality, along with the fast f/1.82.8 lens that performs very well in low light. What are the shortcomings of the Canon G7X Mark II? It doesn't shoot 4K video, nor does it have an electronic viewfinder. All shooting is done via the rear LCD. For comparison, the RX103 has a pop-up viewfinder and is roughly the same price. The Panasonic LX10 lacks a viewfinder but makes up for it with 4K video and a faster lens. On paper, the G7X Mark II is fairly expensive, but people love Canon functionality and the G series has been a hit. At number 4. At the end of last year, Sony released the RX100V, the latest in this line of highly successful advanced compacts. The two most significant additions are an impressive 315-point phase detection, autofocus, all previous RX100 models are contrast detection, and faster shooting with the speedy 24 fps burst rate. Combined with 4K video functionality and an electronic viewfinder, this camera is all that many enthusiasts and professionals need. The biggest complaint with the RX100V is battery life, which has fallen more than 20% from the previous version. In our rankings we also factor in the cost of this camera, which for example, is more than a mirrorless Sony a6000 with 2 kit lenses. In almost all cases we could favor the latter. And the final nail in the coffin of ranking the RX100V here and not higher. Panasonic owns the video department and the new LX10 has a faster lens, is cheaper, and also shoots 4K. The Sony RX100V is a great camera, but it's expensive and in an increasingly competitive field. At number 5. If the size of your point-and-shoot isn't a primary concern, give the FZ1000 from Panasonic a serious look. With this camera you get a large 1-inch image sensor along with an extraordinary amount of zoom at 25 to 400 mm. This specialized category of point-and-shoot has earned the moniker Super Zoom. Other point-and-shoots below like the Canon SX720HS offer even more zoom in smaller packages, but those models have also considerably smaller sensors and can't compete with the optical quality of the FZ1000. And the cherry on top, the FZ1000 is one of the only cameras on this list that shoots 4K video. The obvious concerns with a super zoom like the Panasonic FZ1000 are size and weight. This point-and-shoot is literally the size of a small DSLR, weighing in at a hefty 29.3 ounces. You certainly won't be sliding the FZ1000 into your pocket, but the versatility and convenience are attractive for travel and for those who don't want to carry and switch out multiple lenses. To be sure, it's a viable alternative to an entry-level DSLR, albeit with a smaller sensor. For more details and prices check the description below. Subscribe my channel for next video.